Content over everything.
Bruh.
Farm in a circle, yeah?
What was that dance? What do they call this one? Armstrong.
Only coming
even
in
know about dancing.
He's my brother.
What?
I know. My connection with him because he's Muslim. He wouldn't be with anyone else down here.
You need the gloves,
Because my connection is to do with Islam, and that's what we are. And us three are Muslim. That's our connection. I do it with my Muslim brothers.
It's Bugsy Malone. Yo, Bugsy.
0121.
He looks like Bugsy Malone. He looks like Bugsy Malone. I said, make him turn around. You see Bugsy Malone. And here comes the host of the most. Hey! This is you, bro.
Jedi, when they walk
don't
by,
put
let's
on the
ask
floor.
the fence to join.
What?
We can't have no friend in that G circle. What if he says yeah?
Who said defending the G?
I'm not touching him, you know. What fence in that? You're lucky your camera never broke. Hear me? When you went to film them, when he said guided, the camera would have been.
What's the verdict?
Alright, look.
What's going on?
Why would,
It depends. Is Islam better for you or your...
fam, this is not either or.
Bro, for entertainment, bro.
We don't even talk no religion. Sorry, I'm not going to disrespect you, sis, yeah?
No, I got
Listen, it's not either or. You've been Muslim, we don't know the religion of none of these guys. This is not about religion what we're doing.
I know, but the thing is that I was here with my brothers and I was told to move out, and the brothers have to understand. Like, is your connection with me and the deen more important to you or your colour?
Alright, let's break it down. What was it? Sis, can you tell us what's the issue with this?
Listen, he's disrespectful. He doesn't give a shit about us, yeah? So what's he here for?
My connection is
He's
my...
Have you been disrespectful in the past?
Yes.
She wanted me to move away, I refused.
No, in the
Listen.
past.
What
Have
do
you
you
been disrespectful in the past?
I've only met her
you
once.
have.
In that time, how was your interaction? Because this is our sister,
I
so we have to value her.
She got upset because I wasn't looking at her.
What?
Yeah.
Listen, get out of here.
Didn't you say...
Get out.
Hey,
Didn't you say
don't speak to her, Darren. Don't speak to her.
Was you there?
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
No,
I wasn't there, but
I was looking at my brother, and then she thought it was disrespectful. And I said,
have you
as a
apologized?
Muslim,
Have you apologized to her? Have you apologized to her?
Calling me a
I don't think I've done anything bad. I never said anything bad.
Then you can't come into this. Yeah, go.
Pissing me off.
Come.
I want it to be on record that man is not being told to look. If you want to apologise,
No, calling me black African. No, calling me black African and this and that. Get out of him. No, but he was using it in a derogative term. Get out of him. Get out of him. Go. Why?
I respect the husband defending his wife.
See you later.
Thank you. Bye.
no, Mike.
You've been drinking, brother.
Of course he has. Can see his wolf.
I don't even engage.
Don't engage with
If you're non-Muslim to drink, that's why you need Islam.
Okay, thank you. All right. We've heard you. Bye.
He's here to play part. This is good.
Sis, come in.
Knows his word.
Elder, come in.
Come on, sister. Yeah. Guiding the new generation. We're the old generation. Bless you. Bless.
G-Circle. Guiding
A new generation.
Guiding
a new generation.
Guiding
A new generation.
Okay. Do that guiding tougher, man.
Huh?
From the chest, bro.
What? Say it with your chest.
Yeah, from the chest.
Say it with your chest.
Guided.
Guiding
A new generation.
Guiding
A new generation.
Guiding
A new generation.
I don't go gym. I don't go gym. All right, respect for everybody coming out today. G-Circle. Respect for everyone coming out today. You get what I'm saying? As you know, yesterday we was at the protest. Do you get what I'm saying? And the brothers represented. Do you get what I'm saying? And the sisters, sorry. The brothers and sisters represented. And people who were part of the protest. Do you get what I'm saying? Who to me were gang. Because the Muslim sisters that were there were definitely gang, and big respect to them wherever they are, do you get what I'm saying? Because they represented. They held up the placard, they did what they needed to do, they stood firm, do you get what I'm saying, when other men were running off and, you know, do you get what I'm saying? So, right, you know what I mean? So, yeah, big up respect, and step nicely, and all the man them who's in Gambia doing that works, you get what I'm saying? Love to them, you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just opened the floor, it's going to be a freestyle today, do you get what I'm saying? So, that's it. Gang!
Gang!
Yeah, I'll step in.
Go.
Yeah, yesterday I was at the protest as well. Yesterday I was at the protest, and then it was good to see numbers that came out. I just wish that personally that everybody would take things onto another level, because I just feel that a lot of our protests, we go out there, we've got a lot of zeal, we're out there, we're passionate, then the next day we're going back to our mundane lives, watching whatever's on TV and getting distracted by what's around us. And the fact of the matter is, even though we showed solidarity with our people in Libya, they're still going through it right now. Nothing has changed. So I would like to call everybody out and just let's just think. Really and truthfully, what I really want to see is everything locked, London City locked down, everything locked down in order to show these people that we're not stopping until those who are culpable make an amendment to this and fix this. Because me personally, I know this isn't just a hurry come up situation. I know these persons created, I'm talking about the UK and USA and all that, created that situation in Libya to be where it is.
That's right.
When Gaddafi was taken out, that left a vacuum and a hole for this to happen. So the responsibility is on these people in these lands where we reside at this moment in time to sort it out. Unfortunately, we may not have the powers within our hands at the moment, but we can organize and galvanize to empower ourselves in order to not even depend on these people and do it. So we need think tanks in order to make that happen. But in the meantime, we need to put pressure on these people in order for them to put a halt onto the evil doings that they're doing to our brothers and our sisters. And for a lot of us, that happened to our ancestors as well. So it's just a repeat of what's happening in history. And we cannot allow this to ever happen again. If we do, we're desecrating our ancestors. So we need to understand this, right? So I'm just calling out to all our brothers and all our sisters to rise up, not just with a hype, but let's come together and let's think practically, and let's not build in the short term, let's build in the medium term and the long term, and let's make this happen. Gang unite.
Gang. I think we can all go home now. He said it already. Gang, well done, Jay. Well done. Who's up next, bro? One enough right hand from the microphone.
Yeah. Basically, all I want to say is this. Blessings to my brothers and sisters that made it down there yesterday. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, I wanted to be there. Yeah? I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But I was there in spirit. Yeah? Right about now, I'm not even well. I shouldn't even be out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here for my people then. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was well enough for me to be out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? But I just had my auntie pass away. Yeah? Rest in peace to auntie. You know what I mean? To Auntie Brady. You know what I mean? Yeah? I know everyone's thinking of you. I know you're in a better place and you're watching down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? And this is for the people then. That's why we need to keep moving forward, yeah, and not backwards, and not let any distractions get in our way. And if there is any walls, we step over that or we kick it down. One or the two. Yeah? That's all I'm saying. Gang.
What's up, people? It's Khalid. So basically what we're doing, or this black movement, the G-Circle, is a good thing.
Louder,
right?
man. Louder.
All right. Basically, the movement is getting a lot of attention, right? People are talking about it, whether they are Arab, white, like everybody that comes to Hyde Park, on YouTube, everywhere. And I just want to just bring this to another attention, like maybe just people, so you guys to know, like it's a good thing that we're talking about the black community, but I would wish that this whole movement shouldn't just be like within here, but it should be more like international. Let's talk all about Africa. Let's talk about Uganda. Let's talk about Somalia. Let's talk about all those solutions, because it's not only about in England. It's not all about here, that where we live. It's all about everywhere in Africa. Africa is going through a lot of disaster, right? So because I was speaking to this brother earlier. I said, you know what, the black movement thing, what's it called? This G circle is this, is that. I'm like, bro, you are you, I am me. Like, I'm proud of who I am, and the fact that I'm joining these people is simply because, you know, they're talking about unity, they're talking about peace, right? And this thing that, for example, I hear a lot of people that come here who are Muslims, Christians, whoever they are, whatever religion they're in, they don't raise the matter about us, about things that matter, like, for example, what's happening in Libya, for example, what's happening in a lot of African countries. But at least, like, if let's say one brother, like today, I'll just be like, I'll talk about Somalia. I'll talk about what's happening in Somalia, here and that. Another brother comes out and be like, this is what's happening in Uganda. You get me? Like, all over. So, in that sense, we'll get more attention, more people, more, what's it called? More consciousness, publicity, awareness, exactly. So yeah, that's all I got to say.
Gang. I want to say something, but I don't have nothing planned, so I don't want to waffle. But what can I talk about? You don't leave me like that, man. You don't leave me like that, man. You're not scattered. But the demonstration in central London yesterday was an amazing look to behold. I didn't go there. I didn't go there, honestly.
How did you see it?
Huh?
How did you see it if you didn't go there?
How did I see it? I see it through content over everything. You get me?
Don't know. Content over everything.
And like couple of man like Uhuru, couple of the gang members there, Ashley Flash, all of the man there was like going live on Instagram and blah blah blah. And to be honest, to be fair, it was everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, but the best footage I saw was on content over everything. You get me? So make sure you go back to that video and just check out the little snippets, because I know he was just roaming about. I'm not a fan of protesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. The last time I went there was to show solidarity with my brothers. The next time I go there will probably be to show solidarity with my brothers. I don't agree in protesting. I believe in direct action, but I think there's a time for both, innit? Yeah. There's a balance or whatever. Just my thing would be, any process you do has to make sure that it
has the fruits of the labour.
Yeah, like it inconveniences, at the very least, it inconveniences the people that you're trying to protest to or about or whatever. Yeah, that's one thing, and I think it should have some kind of financial repercussion for somebody. Yeah. Now the next thing I'm gonna say is, we got ideas like they want to do another one on the 18th and that, and you know, if the gang go, I'm gonna be there to support, and not because I don't believe in freedom of slaves in Libya. I know there's slaves all over the place. I also refuse to be a puppet, so I don't let CNN or whatever press my buttons. And I've been guilty of that from my first initial response. When I went back and looked on it and I saw the CNN, I'm like, rah, this story needs a bit more breaking down for me personally, yeah. So that's probably what made me a bit sluggish to leave out. But I should have been there with my brothers in solidarity regardless, because they believe in it. And even if it don't affect me, this is something that we are trying to perpetuate to others, right? Even if it don't affect you directly, if you are a human and believe in humanity, then stand in solidarity with your brothers. Do you know what I mean? So based on that, I feel like I did myself a disservice. However, what I'm going to say is the next thing is now protesting. If we're going to start protesting and start demonstrating and showing our displeasement with certain behaviours, we need to find effective strategies for this to be efficient. One of the things that was suggested by Grandpa yesterday was staying at home. He's like, you know, like if you got like 200,000 people come out for Iraq protests, yeah? So that must mean that there's like 500,000 people at home. Then there's like 500,000 people altogether. People that couldn't make it, like people like me, people like you that couldn't make it, yeah? So what are we gonna do so that we can get all the masses? So the one thing would be like, if you care about something and you're actually, it's not just lip service, don't go work for a day.
Or a week or a month. You know what I mean?
I don't want to go that far, cause I can't be telling man don't go. But I hear what you're saying though, Jay. Give me, yeah. But until you get changed, but that's what I'm feeling like, rah.
Stop spending your money.
Yeah. Let's just call a day off. Let's just say, you know what, we're just taking a day off, because you know because I was saying, you know when the underground man them strike, yeah. When the underground man them strike, did they strike at 11:30 at night? Nah, it's peak prime time. Exactly. You're messed up going work or getting back from work. They don't care, but you feel it, and you're like, raw, something's going on. You're aware, right? So I feel like we need to do some shit like that, yeah. Huh? Yeah. We just
all the taxi drivers, all the bus drivers.
Go, yeah.
Strike.
I think if we're talking about black people, I don't think there's enough of us. But If we all, who care?
But if you look at the protest, you see it was far than just black people. There was bare people. So like, you get me? So unless it's just a day out and an enjoyment thing, and you get shame on Libya. Unless it's just that, and you actually want change, then I believe that some of those people in that crowd are prepared to not to go into work. Yeah? You lot all care, posting it up, I'll share this, share that. Alright, cool. We're choosing one day and we're not gonna go into work. So if you lot are feeling that you lot could muster up that amount of compassion for your brothers and sisters in Libya, then I'm down with that. You get me, yeah? So
what are you gonna do?
We're not gonna go into work.
No, I'm saying, what is the UK government, the same people that created the situation, who we're protesting to, gonna do about it? They created it. What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do? I feel we got.
You
know what a man said to me? A man said to me yesterday. A man said to me, "Why are we protesting outside the Libyan embassy? We should be going to the American embassy." Because it's the American foreign policy that's been a catalyst to this thing, isn't it? Yeah. That's, you know what I mean? Why are they giving us dates? Why are they giving us dates on when to go and protest? You're outraged at people being treated as slaves, but you're gonna wait until the date in your diary. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, they just.
That's what I said. The next one on the 18th makes more sense because the 18th is a Monday.
But who
you get what I'm saying? And this one is more concerned with Parliament Square.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like we was at Parliament Square and blocking off all the traffic. Now blocking off all the traffic messed up their money. Do you get what I'm saying? We're not going to get no report that there was a demonstration and blah blah blah. All they're going to say is there was traffic blockage for several hours yesterday. That's
for
it.
Them to capture it and make
you
it
go
viral, everyone share it.
Right, but just like you're saying, Jedi, the best way to hit them is in the pocket. That's the only language they understand. Do you get what I'm saying?
That is the only language.
That's what I saw proactive with yesterday.
On the Monday, everyone needs
you know
to
what
be
I
out
mean?
there blocking traffic.
One voice. What can the West do? What are they gonna do? What, go back to Libya and rescue all the black people?
What's the West gonna do?
Rescue all the black
I
people.
think, like, for one, there is no real Libyan government right now. So that's another fallacy. We're outside the Libyan embassy as if it's them. Like, there is no Libyan. There's no Libyan government.
There is no government anyway.
Get me?
You got government, you got military, you got war. There is no government.
Yeah, there's no government.
It's
So
all military based on war, man. There's no government really. Shit. There's government, war, and military. That's it. That's what controls this war.
Do you think protesting in here is gonna somehow create a stable government there, or do you want the UK to go there and try to create a stable government?
There has to be.
I don't want the UK to go there and do nothing.
What I'm saying. We don't want that.
So basically, you want to appeal. So one of my ideas was this, yeah. And then I got some comments about, oh, you think you're gonna go and put it on the Libyan people? They fuck you up. I'm not saying beat up no Libyan man or nothing, yeah. I'm sure one of my friends is Libyan. I just can't think of it, but I'm sure I've got a Libyan friend. You know, the ones there like.
No, but
at the same time,
if enough people go all over the country, for a war thing, like literally enough people go there, they will just scatter. I mean, like
go
enough
where?
people, like, hold on. No.
Yeah.
They're going enslaved in Libya. They're not just from Libya. They're from Ghana. They're from Gambia. They're all from all over the place. Because don't forget when Jay Hood, that guy Hood, he was showing people come back from Ghana, Gambia, all over the country from Libya. So it's not just Libyans.
As in the people that are being enslaved.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're black Africans from all over the continent. But
all different continents of the globe.
What's on our doorstep at the
okay,
moment.
yeah. So yeah, that was sorry. Content. One thing I was gonna say is, and I said this before, is I don't know if there's. I don't know if there's any.
Fist to fist.
I don't know if there's any majorly Libyan-owned companies or businesses, local or like highly populated Libyan areas, but I'm just feeling like if you're going to be demonstrating, at least demonstrate where the Libyan people can phone home and say, listen, whatever you lot are doing back there is affecting us here. Not saying violence or anything, but inconvenience, yeah? So we need to be inconveniencing people where someone's got to it's got to burn some pockets or something, or someone's got to feel away in order to, do you know what I mean? And like I said this before, yeah? If you have Libyan friends, Libyan neighbours, just ask them, yo, my brother, what go on in Libya and what are you doing to change it? He may say the same thing to you. What are you doing in Nigeria? And you're like, you know what, fair play. We all should be trying to do our bit, yeah? But I feel like if we can do the most we can do at home and actually affect shit here, that will have that ripple effect and go back on. That was it, really. Big up. Yeah.
You know what? I know you just said that as a passing comment, but that's something that I want to focus on.
Yeah.
I know you're from Nigeria. If anyone else from Nigeria can give me some insight into. I know about the Biafra situation at the moment. But what's because you know they're saying about 70% of the people in Libya taken are from Nigeria.
That's correct.
They don't break down tribe by tribe, so we don't know if it's Yoruba or if it's Igbo or whatever. But what's actually happening on the ground in Nigeria and in Niger for all these people to want to risk? And the thing is, this has been going on for a long time, so it's not like they don't know what it is.
Boko Haram. That's what's the problem. You're running from this regime. Obviously, we know about the Boko Haram thing. Do you get what I'm saying? So those people in the north who already live a semi-nomadic lifestyle, do you get what I'm saying? Or independent tribes, towns who are on the border of Chad, do you get what I'm saying? Where these Boko Haram come from. Do you get what I'm saying? They're coming from Chad, kidnapping Nigerians, 200, and going back over the border. You understand? Who knows?
When I see man from the village saying, no kids were taken from here. What kids? Like the guy was in the camera like,
you know, they could have been paid to say that.
Yeah, but
the money talks. Money is their language, bro. It's easy.
No, but this is hold on. This is not only what they're saying. This is what the slaves are saying. Remember, the slaves are saying they're fleeing. Do you get what I'm saying? Certain circumstances where some are leaving. You know, cash. Yeah, I'm gonna go Italy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the trick is when you get to Tripoli, where normally you would, work or do something to get some money to pay to get on the boat. You get what I'm saying? You're getting kidnapped and put into slavery. You understand? Because of the destabilization of the country.
So what's the solution to that? Because if you're able to bring that solution and to deal with this Boko Haram thing, then these people haven't got people to be able to kidnap or to be able to sell. So how because I know obviously the Nigerian government is probably what's the situation in the Nigerian government?
I think the problem is these geographics for the government. Where all of this is happening is such a rural area. You don't have army troops patrolling this type of. It's not that type of society.
Until
you know
there's
what
an
I'm
embassy
saying?
from England
So
or America.
that's how. By the time they've done what they've done, the army comes there and they're looking around. They're gone. They're gone.
So in terms of what's happening in Biafra now, in terms of what's happening in the Igbo land right now, would you say that they're deploying so many army troops down there that those army troops could be used to be stopping Boko Haram?
Yeah, to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? As you said,
all of this is a symptom of worldwide white supremacy. Let's be real. Everything. Boko Haram, the people leaving because of economic poverty and whatever. People looking for a better life. The slavery, all of it. The destabilization of Libya. It's all come back to like we're here at the home where these policies are made. So,
we're in a place with more effect.
And there's so many places around the world. Like Libya is the hot thing right now, yeah? And cool, I'm not gonna hate on you lot getting your shine, yeah? But there's so many things. Do you know what? Outside Downing Street, what are we doing outside of that? Who is that affecting? If we stand outside down the street for 10 hours and say, hell no, we won't go, and we chain ourselves to the fence, they're gonna cut us away from the fences, arrest us, and that's done. So we need to find, so you know what, you lot, what I'm gonna challenge the COE people, the Muslims, the Christians, the Jewish, the atheists, the scientists, all them people, if you lot care about humanity, regardless of what religion it is, I want to see comments on good strategies in which we can help to solve scenarios like what's going on in Libya. And this is not me mocking you or whatever. Genuinely, let's come up with some solutions and let's put them out there. I might read one and take to our next man. We're not saying that I'm gonna do anything to change things, but at least I can stimulate conversation. So maybe the right mind will be sparked, and then that change will be made from them.
I think it's a situation where you protest. What are you protesting for? You're protesting for a difference. Who's gonna make the difference?
Who's gonna make the difference?
You don't want the West to make the difference, so why are you protesting in the West? You understand what I'm saying? You don't. No one wants America to go back and
and mess up the country
mess
more.
up the country even more. So we don't want that. So who are the only people? Other countries, people that
African countries.
They don't give a damn anyway.
Should be doing stuff. Like I heard about everyone's like all my Charlie boys, all my Ghanaian brothers are proper gas because their president was talking a bag of grease. You hear me? To the French president. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's talking, yeah, exactly, it's chatting it. However, I would have liked to hear him say, because you know what? France has got big ties with Libya. So right now, as a black man, Ghanaian, you should have been saying, and I'm hoping that you're going to condemn this thing and try to ride out.
You know what? Here's one thing I would think, innit? I think you should pressure the governments, the West government, say, listen, if you lot are buying oil and any resources from Libya,
where's the sanctions?
Why
you
not
lot sanction everyone for free. Where's the sanctions?
You lot should not buy any oil from Libya.
It's true, it's true.
That should be the thing. That should be the main thing. Like, right. And then they'll be like,
are they getting a lot of oil from Libya?
Of course they get oil.
What's the company? That's the main supplier. That's
what we could do on the ground. Could boycott those companies.
Yeah, boycott those companies.
Boycott because no one you don't need oil for nothing. That's what
No,
I'm
really
saying.
true. Yeah.
I'm saying people really think about it. What do you need oil for? Come on, man. That's just mind control shit. All you need is water. And this, you know what I'm saying? You don't need oil. So if you can tell people you don't need oil, what do you need oil for your car? There's other ways to...
Content was a horse though. Alright, who's next in the circle, man? You lot. Someone speak up. I think it's behind you, content. It's one of these lot.
G-Circle, gang. G-Circle, Cypher, and we're done. Go, yeah.
I just want to say, we are the future, the present, the past. So everything that's going on in the past, everything that's going on now, in the future, that's what we did for gang. Yeah, we're in it together. We should forget that. So right now, I think with the Libya thing, we need to find out what companies are involved with Libya, what anyone with Saudi Arabia, anyone is involved with Libya, we find out which companies are, expose them, and then on the next boycott, we need to come out in numbers, block every road anywhere, block every road, block everything, shut down the whole of London, because we're not having it no more. That's what they're going to do.
We shouldn't even be going to like
we should be going everywhere you are, shut down wherever you are. Shut down
somewhere that's really gonna bun them when you lock the thing off. You lock off central, like.
Yeah, I'm on that, bro. Anyway,
yeah, but like the roads that they got us blocking round here and that. It's like they close them roads for fun anyway. You get me?
We can just film, do our thing down there. They can't. For some reason, all they can do is say, "Can you move?" That's it. Oh, that hurts us.
Certain people getting arrested. Certain people getting arrested for sitting down.
Unless we keep calm, unless we rile up, they can't touch you, bro. We've got to give them a reason, and someone has to always have their phone out.
Go on, sis.
The problem that I have, we're saying let's do this, let's do that, but first things first, we need numbers. We need people who's like-minded and not just there to be like, I'm going to be here for today, then I'm going to go back to work next day. If you're riding, ride.
Consistency, right?
Consistency. It's about formation. It's like, right about now, it's like, where's our circle? If I say, let's go into a square, let's go into a square in a second.
Yeah. Discipline.
Do you know what I mean? It's about discipline. Do you know what I mean? It's about discipline.
We need to learn that, sis.
If you remember, not Martin Luther King, who am I talking about? Malcolm X. What was this? Everyone just...
The movie.
Hey.
Who's watching the movie earlier on? Who's watching the movie earlier on?
We need to be serious. Look at Queen Nanny.
Yeah.
Queen Nanny. I'm from the Maroons. That's my bloodline. Do you know what I mean? That's my bloodline. My family, we didn't mix. Do you know what I mean? I'm right from Port Antonio. We were the Maroons who literally beat the British.
You're in the same one.
That's my family there. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, we got to do what we got to do. Like, you can't be like, it's so good to say we're doing a peaceful protest. There's no peace.
No peace.
How are we gonna fight? How are you gonna fight peacefully? I'm not saying I'm not saying let's make a big fire and let's go crazy. But you got to rule like a lion now.
That's right.
This is war. You got eugenics. You know what I'm saying? It's like the infertility rate is going high amongst us black people.
Right.
Since when?
Exactly.
Since when?
Just the tight jeans and the thongs.
Exactly. All of this stuff is just going against us as a people. So sisters need to come together, exercise together. It's not a joke. It's like, what are they? See, foolishness.
You know,
I don't want to baffle on, but yeah, all I'm saying is that formation is key. Don't be distracted like you was just now. Do you know what I'm saying? Foolishness. Because they always use distractions to, you know what I mean? While they're planning and plotting.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? They'll find some dirt on the ground, but ooh, let's put this in the lab. Let's just injections. Oh, let's go drip them up. Do you know what I mean? So we need to really be on point. Discipline.
Just to add on to that, yeah. Because I think that point of discipline is very key, and just to be real with things. I think that everyone should all come together. It's all good, but sometimes when you have different people with different mindsets, two can't walk unless they agree. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. And I think with that example with Malcolm X, he had his own organisation which he had trained up, so it was easy just to go like that, and they were just all in formation and walking. You understand what I'm saying? But in something, in deep crisis, that's when things can be made. So I'm hoping that we, as a people, take this opportunity right now when we see the seriousness of what's really going on, and then we can do something and discipline ourselves in order, in all seriousness, realize what's going on and do what we need to do in order to make it happen. So that's what I'm trying to say. Whether it's protests, doing whatever we need to do, whatever we do, has to have the result. It can't be an if, but, or maybe. It has to be result, and that's it.
That's facts.
Yeah. So yeah.
We take that day, and we go and do what we need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Forget work. It's not about work for that day. Yeah. Or for the next day, if everyone's still rising up for the next day too. You know what I'm saying? Because people have responsibilities. People have to do things to live in this situation that we're in, innit? You know what I'm saying?
We're not living to work. We're working to live.
True. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we need to do.
Also, like when it comes to shopping, we need to really think, right, where you're buying your food. You know, I've got lists of people who I can go to and things like that. So I want you to really think about when you're shopping, don't shop in your supermarkets. Because you've got to remember where the tax is going. I'm not saying that the other people who are going to supply to don't pay tax. Some of them, don't matter. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like, be careful what company you're putting your money into, because they're using that same money to really F you up. So also sisters, okay, no disrespect, but it's very, very, very important that you put down that weave. Stop buying weave, because this same money that you're giving to the Arabs.
Too far now.
No. String. Use string. You know what I mean? No, but seriously, because the amount of money that we're losing that's literally coming out of our community is. I'm not saying that there's other things that's not, that we're not spending our money on. That's not, there's more important stuff. That money can buy so many things. It can take our brothers and sisters out of slavery right now. If you wasn't buying all of this weave. Do you know what I mean?
Whoa! There could be a Libyan toilet paper company out there. Don't buy it. Not gonna buy it.
Do your research.
But I just feel like Libya's not really at the moment really providing us with a lot of stuff. Maybe that I don't know if their main I don't know if their main produce is like I reckon they got like a fruit or a vegetable and oil. That's their main products. I'm gonna hazard a guess. I'm gonna look it up. But
do companies like Shaw and all these companies buy oil from Libya? Yeah, do they? If so, boycott them. When I mean boycott them, stand outside the offices and you understand?
The supermarkets, when they buy supermarkets is the
same. Yo, gang.
One voice. One order.
We can't even sell our oil no more. Let's release these people. You understand? Sorry, I apologize.
I'm saying I got an idea what we can do is gang, like for guiding youth for a new generation, and plus Libya. I was gonna say we should do fundraising, because we all got skills and talent, and we all can, if we all fundraise, make money, and build up on this organisation, we would have enough to do what we need to do as well. We don't need no one. We start building up. If you're true to what you say, this is the realest thing you can ever do. Trust me. Look at what could charity. I see in my work, charity is crazy. There's so much people put money every day. You understand? And that money just building up. They don't even care about charity. They don't know how I know that. I see the money there all the time, and they're not moving that money. If they care about charity so much, that money will be gone, and people will put more money in. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing we can do is fundraising. I'm telling you. And if you've got talent, anyone's got to cook. That's your way, man. COE, what? Come on, man. We're gone by year. Damn, we can do anything we want to do. Forget anybody else. That's what I have to say, man. King Shocker, real talent gang. That's what one love.
I'm on that. That's what
That's
I'm
it,
on.
man.
Belly fun.
Because I'll do a lot of talent. I'm looking to use my talent and do this, man. And I can't see people getting stabbed no more. You know, someone got stabbed on my road the other day. You know what I'm saying? Right outside my road. And it's all different colours. It's not just one colour, man. It's all Turkish, white, everyone's getting killed. So we have to do something really.
Especially out of London, everyone's like
Manchester's bad, bro. London's quite soft to Manchester, bro.
London's come down a lot.
This is nothing. That's what I'm saying. While we got it easier here, we got to do something because soon it won't be easier. Because people from Manchester move to London. Like Shock said, fundraising. I've been a great knower of doing fundraising because it helps. You know what I mean? It helps to invest in what you want to put on. Like if you want your acres we can get allotment property. We can start growing our food. One man do the rounds each week, drop it off to man's house. You get me? Great. Partners, things like that. This is what I'm saying. If these things actually work, I've done it with people I've never met in my life, but through my faith and my testament to the Most High, I said, you know what? Let me just give it a chance. If it doesn't work first time, I'm always like, right, I'm out. It's nothing. You know what I mean? That's what we need to start doing more. Like, you see the way we are in the cold here, just chilling. I bet anyone can't even feel the cold.
No, I can't.
Who's willing to give up McD's? Like what you said, though, who's ready to give up McD's? Who eats McD's here? On the real, who eats that?
No one.
I'm glad, that is good. So things like that. Stop going to chicken and chip shop and all that. Start going to your West Indian shop. Because Marcus Garvey did say gentrification is a must, yeah? So for the essence of that is, it's not like you're disrespecting it because they do it. Like if you even look in the West Indian shop, you don't see us in there anymore. You see Turkish man in there, Chinese man in there, white woman in there. And that's great, but we should be sponsoring our own. Like there was a bit we put in the Scholar, the gang where the man's got the shop down. Is it Croydon?
Yeah. The butcher thing.
I've been going there for years. I never knew it was a black-owned business. I just thought, wow, there's a lot of black staff here. So we need to start gentrificating more. You know what I mean? As Shock said, putting on events. Have our own radio, put on a little web series. There's enough stuff we can do, bruv. Bruv, I'm ready to do everything. I used to be signed to a label. Never again, bruv. I've been independent now since, what year did I leave Moss? About 2002. So I've been nice and free since then. The best thing is, as Jedi said, love thyself. That is the #1 rule in life. Because if you don't know love, you can't show love. Gang! 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 Guiding
a new generation.
Guiding
a new generation.
Kadamawi.
You tried to trick us, you know. I thought you was gonna sing the whole thing.
Guiding a new generation.
Hey.
We say Ash, what you got to say over there, bro?
Yeah.
Man like AR.
Ashgram.
I found a sick app. I don't know if any of you downloaded it. It's called, I think it's Umoji app, but it's not UMO, yeah. So basically what it does, it highlights all black businesses in the area. So you could put in the postcode and it will just pop up.
Is it on your phone now?
No, I ain't got it. My phone's died as well on top of that. So I need to download it. Everyone needs to download it.
They even downloaded it and post it up.
So yeah, basically that's a good business. That's a way that we can all support each other. What's it called again? Umoji, UMO app. I need to double check, but I think that's what it's called, you know what I mean? So when I find out, I'll get the proper information out. And another idea I had as well, I don't know what you guys think, is to just holler every black billionaire that we have in Africa, everyone, just get everyone just to holler all of them. If we get like, I don't know, 100 people, 200 people to just be messaging, bombarding them, just to get a little piece of something.
How do you get access to them? How do you even get a contact number?
Research, knowledge, contacts, networking, just back and forth.
You got to ask that person who made that app. It might be a government thing. It's just a way of making everyone, but we've got to know who we're mixing with, so this is why these things are essential. We can't just mix in with any wazunga, you get me? We have to keep it in-house. You get me? If I'm an electrician and my brethren's light ain't working, I ain't going to go and fix his light before my own, am I? Come on. It's just logic. We've got to go back to the logic. Big up Mighty Mo, big up Logic, big up Killer P, big up Mungo, big up Alex, Skinny Man. Everyone's supporting the move. Big up Black the Ripper, I saw you down there, pick you up. Everybody repping. And yeah, Tefla said large, yeah? He said enough love.
Kada.
Yeah, Kada.
My older brother still.
Big up Kada, brother.
Big up man like Kana. Original pet now.
What's this you want to talk?
Gloucester. Get me. Big up Super as well.
You ain't got much to say?
Oh yeah, and by the way, That circle yesterday was a planet. It wasn't a circle, it was a planet. Gone beyond a circle.
Yeah, G planet, fam.
G planet. G planet. G planet. You'll get a planet.
G planet. Philan's got something to say still.
Yes.
On the spot. Put on the spot. Don't put on the spot.
I don't know what to say about the Libyan thing. I'll tell everyone that went. Usually I will be out there because I'm about that life. But I didn't feel to go out there and no one's home. It's not no damn ginger, what is that? So, but yeah, it was good. It was a good turnout, I see. But
I know I put you on the spot.
the planning thing, yeah, for me, them things, they need to be done underground, not out there. And we need to do it when it is working days. Everything's been said, innit? Like everything what you lot said, that's what I agree with, innit?
We need to build up our underground railroad full of man them. So we know when we press the button, man them can converge on one spot. That's the main thing, to have that ability, yeah? Not to have to do a bag of promoting, 2 weeks, 4 weeks in behold. But if I say, yo, boom, green light, red, cold red, and man them feel link up. So we need to, cause we all got these devices, yeah? That's supposed to make us more interconnected. Yeah. But then I feel like we're not as connected as we could be. Do you know what I mean? A man use these devices to argue. Like I spent 2 hours. I'm late for G-Circle arguing with Betty and that.
We can't do that. We think fuck it, we boycott it.
Yeah.
What work does, they give us 0 hour contract now. So basically they can call you anytime. So you got to be on standby. That's my job. I do Wembley security. So I've got to be on standby. So that's why I always say to you, just give me a couple of days notice, I'll check the diary and I'll correlate a day to Ruspec, like that day when I could come studio. I've cancelled days to come on a Sunday, you know. I've cancelled about 2, so it's relevant. You can't, if you're ready for something to develop, you've got to make it develop, because the seed has been planted now, let's be honest now. We've started something, this is why the energy's transferred. When the devil, when you stand up in front of the devil and rebuke it, it will come towards you again in many disguises, i.e. what we saw earlier. I ain't mentioning names because we don't throw word. You get me? But get me? He knew how to deal with it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
go.
What's that song they sing as well? Dance.
Yo, Mahmood, that's you. Stop lying, man. It's you, Mahmood. We know it's you, man. Mahmood, it's you.
I'm cold out here still. I'm cold out here. First of all, I want to big up COE, content over everything.
Gang.
Yeah. Yesterday I couldn't make it to the Libyan protest. I've been preparing all week to go, but I forgot about it and I woke up mad late. But yeah, I want to remind everyone else who else has got social medias over here. Everyone's social media, but it didn't stop me to raise awareness on social media. I've been tweeting out links on Twitter, sharing videos on Facebook, writing statuses about what's happening in Libya. So it's important, even though we might not go to the protests, it's important for us to all share links and statuses, videos, raising awareness, right, to the highest level, in order to help the people in Libya, and that's the best we can do so far. Also, give money as well to any charity that's going to Libya and help raise money for the Libyans. So just keep sharing videos, links. Just keep it going. Don't stop. If we stop, people are gonna forget about it. Just keep sharing videos, keep sharing tweets. Big up COE, man.
But what I was gonna ask, what do we do when the internet's off or when there's no network, when the social networks are done? How do I hit up Mike? How do I hit up Getty? How, fam? No, it's down. It's down. Yeah.
Base. We need a base.
What do we do?
Go link man, go to the yard.
So what, everyone's going to run to the base? Everyone's going to go link up at the base?
Well, that's right. Like a park or some place to go.
Can anyone tell me, there's got to be more forms of communication other than a phone? Yeah. I know it sounds dumb, but
telepathic.
And I agree with that. The telepathic,
Messenger pigeon.
There's so many innovative minds out there, yeah? I need somebody to show me or let me know if there's other ways. I know about walkie-talkies, but there's only so...
2 cans on a string.
Oh, my fuck. So I definitely feel that we need to find more ways to communicate. Yeah, other than the phone.
Like the beacon, you see like in Lord of the Rings where they got the beacon.
Yeah, and the people know we need to do something like that. Cause every culture had that. Yeah, the indigenous people and the native Indians and whatnot. Even the $5 Indians, they had the smoke signals. Rare. Certain man had a torch. Certain man will go to certain mountain that echoes and then they and it goes round.
Well, London's
What have we got?
way of- for you to even make a sound or the-
So then we are basically powerless as long as once the electric goes off, we can't communicate.
Like, you know, like if there's a fire at work, our meeting point is the Spanish Steps. We have to go to the Spanish Steps. So we say, right, yeah, that's it.
They heard that it's cool.
That's it.
And it's never cool when you get there.
No, but bruv, that's the place. That is
They're like waiting for
You're like, right, I thought it was good. So.
This is why military training, Zionite training, I call it. I've been running for the last 15 years solid, yeah, and I tell everyone here, if you don't run, walk every day because you're going to need to know how to. I'm telling you. Yeah, you're going to need to know how to get from a certain energy. Because you could walk, I've walked past, I've come out of Stonebridge Estate in the morning. I shouldn't even say this on camera, but I was on the way to work. I used to work in Neasden in '97. I was on the way to work. I thought this Turkish, well, I don't know where he was from. I thought he was sleeping in the car. So I've gone over the car. The man's, he's gone. I see blood on the winds. Anyway, that's another story. But what I'm saying is, I could have been just the one being blamed for it. You see me, I walked away and I sprinted all the way to work for a good 15 minutes. I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is we need to get, because that's how they catch us. Yeah, bruv. At work yesterday, they were chasing a pickpocket at work. Bruv, if you see the way them brothers left the feds, how can you run with all them things on you? It's not logical. The feds stopped. He's like, oh, fuck. He's like, bruv, we need to run. Bruv, my dad told me from young, that's why he begged me for years to come. I said, nah, Dad, I'm too lean. We used to go gym. That was how it started. Then he said, because he started running at Richmond Park, he tried to get me to come there. For years, I was like denying, nah, Dad, I'm MCing, Dad, I'm busy in the clubs and I'm drinking, I'm smoking. I can't do that, man. I'm a daddy, man. And then finally I just said, you know what, let me just go with him. Like, brought me Richmond, the deep end. Bruv, he killed me. I was running for like an hour and a half. Bruv, when we was coming to the finish line, I thought, yeah, let me jog the last 100 meters, bruv. I ran so fast, yeah. Soon at the finish line, vomited, yeah, brought up everything I had for breakfast. My dad said, what, you had breakfast? He said, bruv, man had a fry up in the morning, eggs. I had eggs and toast. And he said, bruv, you don't eat before you run. My dad showed me you have to eat vegetables. The way you eat vegetables, fruit. Have a fruit in the morning before anything. You drink 2 hours before, 2 hours after, or whatever. And these things, since I've had them, my energy level, I can't explain it, but I ain't even started yet. The more it's going to keep growing, and that's what I say. The more we're as long as, because we know decorum, all of us here was grown authentically. I wish I could listen more to. I wish I never took so much meetings because I should have listened more. Yeah, because they knew what they were talking about. My mum used to give me pomegranate. I was like, sorry. I was like, man, what's this crap? Like, what am I eating here? And then now, bruv, that's all I drink, the juice. Yeah, I'm bled, bruv, the goodness, the broccoli, the sprouts and all them things there. My mum knew celery sticks. Buy it on that everyday celery, bruv. Have your alkaline, have your hibiscus, your sorrel, have your elderflower, your acai berries, have your echinacea. There's enough stuff.
Don't start letting release before they start to tweak it and stuff.
Let them, because they need to know we're not all thugs, how they stereotype us. We're loving people. I ain't seen one bit of animosity in this circle once. You get me? And Malcolm X said defense is the best form of intelligence. So we'll defend ourselves at any means necessary. Gang! A new generation! A new generation! A new generation!
See how you do it, mate?
Yeah, I got you.
Has it got the blue tongue in there?
Is that one of them Persian?
Blue tongue.
No, Chinese chow chow.
Anyone else want to touch something? Anybody else? Come on, man. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
And
you have to raise the camera from.
I know that there's people that are thinking, oh, this Libyan thing, we can't do nothing about it. You know, after doing a protest, we ain't gonna do shit and all of that. But just go out of your way and try and do something, because you never know, bruv. Supposing your great grandkids end up being like them slaves out in not slaves, those black people in Libya, you get me? You don't know what your little pieces of help or working towards whatever the people are trying to do might help your future, your next generation or whatever. You get what I'm saying? You don't know. You have to pave the way. You have to do something. Can't just sit back and two reposts and all tight you man for going and all of that. But we got to come together. And if you don't know what to do, find people, innit? Make links. Connect to people.
Link up with gang.
Yeah, link up with people.
Remember, every end of the month, we do the big G circle. Get me? So look out for the announcements on that. because we're also going to start rolling out some G circles into different communities and that. We've got a couple places earmarked. Obviously, we're involved in a lot of stuff, but we're not really on too much chatting. But big up everyone that supports the gang. Whenever they see us, they hail us up. And just come down, man, because we need more people. Well, we don't need more people, but we'd like more like-minded people, more comrades.
Yeah.
Yes, my brother. Respect you. Sorry for the... No. So if you need more, if you want to be aligned with man them, and you feel like you're a comrade, no matter what your faith, belief is or whatever, we can stand in solidarity about a couple little issues. One is stopping the black on black crime. Two is solving black issues. And three would just be about basically knowledge of self and raising our own frequencies up. Do you know what I mean? Like what Getty was talking about, health. You know, you got spiritual health, you got mental health, you got emotional health. All these kind of things are things that we need to be addressing to become more holistically healthy people in general, yeah? And that will have a knock-on effect for everyone else in society, yeah? Guiding...
The chakras,
there you go.
Health is wealth.
Guiding the new generation is what we're here to do, and we're never going to forget that. So, so just keep watching out for what we got to do and what we're doing.
Watch out,
as you said,
Go on, brother.
Anything else anyone want to say quickly?
You're right, though. Join up. Not watch out. Join up.
I just wanted to do a chant so we could all chant one chant and then we can go and, you know what I mean, and done it like that. You get what I'm saying? So,
wait, can I just do one before you finish?
You can do.
Because that one you done yesterday was powerful. All I really say is that
they don't really care about us.
That was a mockery to
all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Say that after, they are going to hear about us, right? So we'll do that one. All I really got, Ashley Flash, what? Hey. All I got to say is that
they are going to hear about us.
Care and then hear.
Yeah, okay.
All I got to say is that
they don't really care about us. Hey.
Hey. Hey, all I gotta say is that they don't really care about us.
Yeah, you confused us now. Hey, you as well, come on.
All I gotta say is that they don't really care about us. Hey. One more. Hey. All I gotta say is that they don't really care about us. That's it.
Shimon, motherfucker.
Hey. All I gotta say is that they don't really care about us. Us. All I gotta say is that they don't really care about us.
Hey. What you cutting down for? Hey, man, nothing fun down there.
G-Circle! G-Circle!
G-Circle!
G-Circle!
G-Circle!
G-Circle!
G-Circle!
G-Circle!
G-Circle!
Guided!
A new generation!
Guided!
A new generation!
Guided!
A new generation!
Guided!
A new generation!
G
Circle!
G
Circle!
G
Circle!
To the dog. G
Circle! Touch one!
Touch all!
Touch one!
Touch all!
Touch one!
Touch all!
Hey!
Woo!
You guys have Instagram for us.
No matter what happens, they ain't never got energy like us. Never.
And that's why they
Rain,
like we.
sleet, snow, autumn, winter, whatever, fam. We're dead out.
That's right.
G-Circle. Yo, we represented for you lot. Gang. I know, King. Respect, man. Wise words, man. Wise words.
Yeah, man.
What you saying? You're going to get home in time for whatever you're running home for?
Yeah, fam.
Hey, sis.
I'm running home.
I never.
Okay. I know.
I don't know how you lot can be out here with no gloves. Is that the same dude? I felt like that was the dude from that week that came to respect. Gang. Yeah, I know. Who was that? Getty, innit? Getty, you're forcing me into weird scenarios. I didn't want to sing that still.
No, it's heavy, man. You killed him, man.
Nah, it's real though.
I don't even know if these are frozen.
Now you're...
No.
Turn off now. Oh, we spoke about this, didn't we? Big up.